Welcome to MHK All Day, your source for the entertainment you want and the news you need. Today we're going to take a look at everything from current trends to opportunities around K-State to what's going on with ROTC. As always, stay tuned and thank you for joining us.
From KKSU LD at Kansas State University, serving Manhattan and the Flint Hills family. This is MHK All Day.
Welcome back to MHK All Day and thank you for joining us. If you are just now tuning in, don't worry, you're right on time. Coming up, we have news from K-State selfies and our game show and guest performers. Stay tuned to find out about all that and much more, like an opportunity to eat pizza with General Myers. One thing we hardly ever get the chance to hear about is K-State University's ROTC program. We have many great students a part of the ROTC program, and luckily today we're joined by one of those students. MHK reporter Maya has more. Maya?
Thanks, Alicia. I'm here with Brett Poland, who is a cadet here at K-State's ROTC program. Thank you for joining us today, Brett.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
So what is it like to be a part of K-State's ROTC program?
It's been an experience, that's for sure. I definitely wasn't ready for the physical demands of it, but I've actually worked into it really well. You know, I've actually learned a lot of leadership skills in my time here, training to be an officer in the military, and it's been a really wild ride up until this point, so I've enjoyed it a lot.
That's good, and I bet it's a lot of hard work, right?
Definitely a lot of hard work. I'm not in the best physical shape, but you know what? I'm trying to get there.
Oh, I totally understand. So this past weekend, ROTC held a training called FTX. Can you tell us what that's about?
That stands for Field Training Exercise, and I'm sure you're trying to wonder what the X is in FTX for exercise. The Army isn't very good at acronyms, but you know what? We try to do the best we can. Basically, it was a 4-day training thing out at Fort Riley that we basically got to do some of the basics that we're going to be doing or expected to be doing as officers in the military. And it was a really fun time. You know, the weather wasn't always in our favor, but we had to do the best we can with what we were given because, as Mother Nature has always showed us in the past, you can't really predict on it. So we did the best with what we could and we actually made it through. So it was a really fun time.
Great. And so what is the training like for you guys over the summer?
Summer trainings, it kind of depends on the year that you're in. Just like in college, the military works the same way as far as ROTC is concerned. So you have freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Each one are going to have different camps that kind of take place over the summer. If you're not going to one of the camps, there are internships that you can get involved with. Nice. But more often than not, most of the cadets are either going to be working to pay for college, like most actual people do, or they're going to be getting involved with some kind of summer camp like the juniors do. The juniors are trying to get commissioned, so they're going to be working with some kind of camp. The threes camp, which is called advanced camp, so they can get commissioned and become an officer.
So do you have to take any certain types of classes for ROTC? The
only thing that you're required to do in ROTC is you do have basic classes that you're supposed to take that they're going to teach you to become an officer, just the basics. But other than that, the only thing that you need to do in order to become an officer in the Army is just to get a degree in college. Other than that, not too much else that you have to do.
Wow, sounds interesting. Well, I want to go ahead and thank you so much for joining us today, Brett. And it sounds like a lot of hard work. I don't think I can do it, but kudos to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, back to you, Alicia.
If you're interested in joining ROTC, you can visit the website below. Sometimes it's hard to tell a truth from a lie, but don't worry because we got you covered with our newest segment, Truth or Trash. Is it too late to have pizza with the K-State president? This is trash. K-State students have had the opportunity this semester to have a casual, open conversation with President Myers on Friday. The next available time to eat with President Myers is Friday. To attend, you can RSVP. For more information, contact Michelle Brocklow at the number below. Is the Young Writers Workshop now accepting applications? This is true. The Young Writers Workshop, sponsored by the English Department with the help of the Beach Museum, is now taking applications for their June Creative Workshop. The workshop is for 8th through 10th graders who love to write. Enrollment is free but is limited to 15 students. For more information, visit the English Studies Department website. Am I a magician? This is definitely trash. But tonight at 9 p.m., UPC After Hours presents Master Illusionist Elliot Zemet. Zemet was a semifinalist on America's Got Talent and performed for many different celebrities. The event is free and will take place in the Union Ballroom. Is Hale Library going to be open for 24 hours this finals week? This is true. Starting on Monday, May 1st through Thursday, May 11th, Hale will be opening its doors for 24 hours. Other study locations for finals week include the Student Union, the Math and Physics Library, and the Leadership Studies Building. Is there a new 5K making its way to Wamego, Kansas? This is also true. The inaugural Second Down and 5K Fun Run Walk will take place in Wamego on May 13th. The run will help fund scholarships and provide sports equipment to our youth. All runners are encouraged to dress up and represent your favorite sports team. The most creative outfit will win a prize. To register, visit the website. Is the Manhattan Town Center shutting down on Saturday? This is trash. But the Manhattan Town Center will be hosting USO Family Fun Day this Saturday from 1 to 4 o'clock. The Fun Day is in honor of the month of the military child. The event is free and will include face painting, food, and games. That's all the truth and trash we have for this week, but trending news doesn't stop here. Did you know it was possible for a rhino to have a Tinder profile? No? Well, neither did I until today. Kevin Bartram has some crazy stories this week on International News.
Daring rescue of a woman stuck on a construction crane in Toronto. The woman was first spotted overnight. It's believed that she climbed onto the crane before lowering herself onto the hook. A firefighter eventually placed a harness on the woman and got her to the ground on Wednesday morning. The identified woman is facing a charge of trespassing. It's unclear why the woman climbed onto the crane in the first place. A 101-year-old woman won gold at the World Masters game in New Zealand this week. Mancour wowed an unexpected crowd with their 100-meter race. Time of 1 minute and 14.58 seconds. She was the oldest participant in the year's race and the only person in her age group to compete. She has also entered in the 200-meter race in the shot and javelin competition scheduled for later in the week. A rhino is searching for a hookup that might just save his species. Sudan is the last male northern white rhinoceros on Earth, and he just joined Tinder. Sudan's satirical profile on the dating site says he's one of a kind. His caregivers in Kenya are hoping to raise funds for his in vitro fertilization after Sudan failed to mate with the 2 remaining female northern white rhinos. People who swipe right are directed to a site where they can donate to help the cause.
That's a great way to raise money for an endangered species. I sure hope Sudan gets as many ripe swipes as he can get. Last week we started something new and brought you what was trending on social media, and we're back for more. I'm sure a lot has been going on this week with social media, so let's get right to it. MHK All Day reporter Maya Hodge has more. Maya?
Thank you, Alicia. It's been another week with so much happening on social media, and I'm ready to tell you all about it. To start things off, Chris Soule, star of the hit show The Bachelor, was arrested for a hit and run on Monday night in Buchanan County. The reality star was driving a pickup truck when it smashed into a local farmer on a tractor from behind on a country road. Soule fled the scene and was quickly picked up by an unidentified person who took him to his home. A couple hours later, Soule was arrested and charged with leaving the scene of a deadly crash, a Class D felony in Iowa. Imagine 1 minute you're on television and the next you're in jail. What a turnaround. Now on to the brighter side of this week. To add to the celebration of her 1-year anniversary of Lemonade, Beyoncé, in partnership with Parkwood, announced the establishment of Formation Scholars on Tuesday. Formation Scholars Awards will be for the 2017-2018 academic year to support and encourage young women who are unafraid to think outside the box. 4 scholarships will be awarded to female students who are pursuing studies in creative arts, music, literature, and American studies. The 4 schools selected to participate in Formation Scholars are Berklee College of Music, Howard University, Parsons School of Design, and Spelman College. I couldn't think of any better way for Beyoncé to use all that money that she has. Do you know how many penguins currently reside in Antarctica? Try somewhere around 12 million. Why are penguins trending? Tuesday was Penguin Day. Tuesday was World Penguin Day, and Antarctica is home to 5 different species: Emperor, Adelie, Chinstrap, Gentoo, and Macaroni. But sadly, 2 of our most popular species, Adelie and Chinstrap, have declined populations due to climate change. The Antarctic Peninsula has seen a 5-degree temperature increase in the last 60 years, which is one of the most dramatic increases on Earth. I love the penguin family, so let's try to keep them alive. Well, that's all that we have for what's been trending this week. So just check back next week for see what's going on then. Back to you, Alicia.
Who knew there was such a thing as World Penguin Day? I sure didn't. I'm glad to hear Beyonce is doing great things for young women around the world. Last week, we had MHK All Day fashion reporter Erica Young give us a little on what's hot and what's not in the fashion industry. Well, guess what? We're right back with her. How are you doing today, Erica?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us a little bit about some of the fashion trends that you got for us today.
All right. So this particular fashion trend is the high-waisted skirt, and she has a crop top, and these shoes are really trending, a lot of string ups. So I think she looks very hot. So
yeah. I'm liking the whole cardigan thing. I like that look. I think I can't pull off high top buns, but I think that it works with this outfit.
I think you can, girl.
What about the next one? What do you got for us?
So I think this is just a different culture. I think this is really hot. I personally couldn't pull this off, but I think the color is hot, and I think her body is like banging with the outfit. What about you?
Yeah, this is really pretty. I've never seen anything like this. Is this something you'd wear?
No, I wouldn't wear this. I don't think I could wear that. I think I'm too fat.
I think you're really tall, and like I think you'd pull this off really good.
Nah.
What's next? What do you got?
Okay, so this is the chokers. I love the chokers. I think they're very hot, and I feel like you can wear them like in any season. And I feel like it's not doing too much. It's just, don't put on big hoops. Just wear a choker. Keep it very simple. So what do you think?
Yeah, I definitely like these. I think these add to an outfit, especially if you're wearing something like simple.
Right.
This definitely adds and makes it like pop out.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Erica, for joining us. Looks like that is all the time we have today. Make sure you stay connected with us, and don't be afraid to send us some hot trends of you and your friends on our Snapchat at MHK All Day. Be sure to check us out on Facebook for current news and trends around the Flint Hills. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MHK All Day.
Land Grant University, entrusted with serving the needs of our communities and world through the nation's most important research and testing. We don't cater to what's popular. We come together to find out what's next, what will save lives and better the world. Since 1863, our values haven't changed, but our methods have. What defines a land grant university? Community, progress, you. Our impact on the economy is more than just a number. Creating jobs, keeping businesses bustling, and partnering with industry to find solutions. Whether we're inspiring unity through big wins, educating tomorrow's game changers, or developing research that saves lives, our economic impact is just that, impactful. Where does Kansas State University leave a positive imprint? Locally, globally, you.
I know a spot that I love full well.
'Tis not in forest, nor yet in dell. Ever it holds me with magic spell.
I think of thee, alma mater.
Will carry thy banner high. Long, long, may thy colors fly.
Loyal to thee, thy children will swell the cry. Hail, 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 alma mater.
Today we're joined with Miss K-State 2017, Bridget Beasley, who will be playing our newest game, Watch Your Back. How are you doing today, Bridget?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good. So the rules are simple. I'll be describing what is playing behind you, and while you try to guess what's going on, the video behind you will be playing and you won't be able to see it. So the rules for me is I can't really say the name that's in the title of what it is. So does that sound pretty simple to you? It's kind of like charades, just like video charades.
Sounds great.
All right. Yep, pretty much. That's what you're going to do. So let's get started. The first okay. This is something you do when you put on a wetsuit and you jump off a boat, and you have like the
snorkeling.
Kind of. It's kind of like that, but it's a different word. You like
scuba diving?
Yes, there you go. Next one. Okay, this one is where you get on like the, I don't know how to say this, the thing where you like bounce up and down on.
A pogo stick.
Yes, there you go. Okay, this one is where you put on the things on your feet, and it's in the Olympics, and people like go around. It's kind of like, how do I describe this? Not roller.
Blading? Skating?
And then there's another word.
Ice skating.
There you go. It's hard to say without like the name tag. Okay, so this is an animal, and Wednesdays.
Hump day.
Well, yeah, but what's the animal? There you go. Okay, so the next video is, okay, so this is what you do when it's really cold, and it's 3 little, and you put the carrot.
Snowman.
There you go. And the next one is, okay, this is what you do in the morning, that people should do in the morning. With the, like, with their mouths.
Brush your teeth.
Yes, okay. And then the next one, let's see. Okay, this is at amusement parks, and it's like the things you go up and then you like go down on, and like a lot of people raise their hands. Yeah, you got
like
it. You know,
like the Mamba and
no,
Wildfire
it's just what are those?
Oh my gosh, I literally can't think of the word.
When you
roller
like,
coaster.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. Well, it looks like that is all the time we have. You did a great job, Bridget, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on your win.
Great, thanks so much.
This past week, we've received a lot of selfies from you guys, and now it's time to share them with everyone. Don't forget to send your selfies into our Snapchat at MHK All Day. We're really excited to share your selfies with the Manhattan community. Stick around because sports is coming up next, and we're talking about an arrest on the K-State women's basketball team and all the info from the spring game last weekend. Be sure to follow us on Twitter for the most recent news and trends in Manhattan and the surrounding areas. We'll be right back after this short break.
Land Grant University, entrusted with serving the needs of our communities and world through the nation's most important research and testing. We don't cater to what's popular. We come together to find out what's next, what will save lives and better the world. Since 1863, our values haven't changed, but our methods have. What defines a land-grant university? Community, progress, you. We may take different paths, but we all move forward, preparing for our future in the same historic library. We meet friends in the bustling student union and experience the exciting atmosphere of campus events. We appreciate individual interests and shared passions. Many different paths, one distinct destination. How does campus life become life experience? Connections, involvement, you.
I'm Ngọc Trân from Đà Lạt, Việt Nam.
I'm Raphael from St. Mary's, Kansas.
Mình nói cả tiếng Việt và tiếng Anh.
I only speak one language, unless you count Pig Latin. Oh, you don't? Okay, one language.
I'm new to K-State and want to experience everything I can in Manhattan.
I'm hungry. Do you want to go eat some ice cream?
Sure.
Become an international buddy today and develop new friendships and experience different cultures.
How do you say Wabash in your language?
What's a Wabash?
The K-State fabric is woven with a commitment to service, a common thread of experience and expertise, research that makes ambition a reality, student opportunities that foster empowered leaders, an environment that embraces creative collaboration. We look for moments to define ourselves as trailblazers and as advocates for advancement. Why does K-State believe it can achieve a stronger tomorrow? Promise, possibility, you.
The K-State football team finally saw some action this past weekend. Our MHK All Day sports reporter Grant Flanders has more.
The K-State spring football game took place on Saturday at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. Over 13,000 fans showed up to support their Wildcats. The spring game gives a chance for the fans to come out and get an early look at what the Wildcats are shaping up to be for the upcoming season. The spring game is a scrimmage of starters and backups, the purple jerseys taking on the white jerseys. Although there were multiple K-State starters out for this game, including quarterback Jesse Ertz, Wildcat fans had the opportunity to take a look at their backup, Alex Delton. Fans witnessed the good and the bad from Delton as he threw 2 interceptions as well as a couple of touchdowns. K-State's redshirt running back Alex Barnes had a nice outing as he had a total of 69 yards from scrimmage and ran for 2 touchdowns with his limited touches. The white team started out scoring the first points, giving them an early 6-0 lead, but then the game changed as the purple squad came back with a 38 unanswered points to win it. Coach Bill Snyder thinks the spring game has its advantages and disadvantages.
Well, the plus side of it is the opportunity for, 2s and 3s to move up the ladder and get a great deal more playing time, get some more experience. The negative side is it destroys the continuity. Doesn't destroy it, it just doesn't help it a great deal. So, it's that simple.
Sunday morning, a freshman on the K-State women's basketball team was arrested at Johnny Cause. Eternity Willock, 19, was charged with criminal trespass and liquor purchase by a minor, according to Riley County Police Department's arrest report. She was taken to Riley County Jail where her bond was set at $800. K-State women's basketball coach Jeff Mitty released a statement acknowledging the situation. He said, "Until we have gathered and reviewed all of the facts, she will be suspended indefinitely from all basketball-related activities." With K-State baseball's Saturday win against West Virginia, head coach Brad Hill surpassed K-State's former coach Mike Clark as K-State's all-time winningest coach. The team then traveled to Kansas City Royals Kauffman Stadium on Tuesday to take on the number 14 Arkansas Razorbacks. Jake Scudder opened the scoring and added to his Big 12 leading home run total with a solo shot to right center field in the second inning. The only runs scored in the game, first 4.5 innings. After a back and forth from each team, the score was tied at 5 after 9 innings. A wild pitch from freshman reliever Tyler Eckberg in the bottom of the 10th inning gave the Razorbacks a 6-5 walk-off victory over Kansas State. The Wildcats ended the game with 13 runners left on base. Now they are set for a doubleheader today versus Abilene Christian. That's all we have for sports this week. Back to you, Alicia.
Are you ready to rock and roll? Stay tuned for the musical performance by Manhattan's very own Shorts Weather.
And he'll drive one to right center field, towards the wall, and it's gone! Off of Floyd, right to Crandall. His first chance and a throw to first in time. What a coach, what a program.
Oh, they give him the dunk. He gets number 200.
Now he's going to throw far side. Jordy's got it against to lead 40.
Here comes Lockett. Look out. He can move.
He was drilled by Reggie Walker. On the field, perfect throw. Pringle down the sideline. Touchdown.
I'm Kathleen from Meiningen, Germany.
I'm Ginger from Overland Park, Kansas.
I've traveled to London and saw the Parliament, studied in Mexico City, spent the summer in Austria, went skiing in the Alps. Oh, and I visited the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Well, I've been to the world's largest ball of twine.
Can we go?
Of course!
Become an international buddy today and develop new friendships and experience different cultures.
Up next, the world's deepest hand-dug well.
Is it near the Grand Canyon?
The heart-pounding roar, a sea of purple, wielding twists and turns. a sincere smile, and simple phrase. Legacies that span generations, blurring the line between fans and family. Believing we bleed a different color. Foundations defined by a single stone. That special place you love full well. What makes traditions unforgettable? Loyalty. Purple. You.
This week, our team worked hard to bring you something fresh and new. This band from Kansas City, Missouri is sure to add enjoyment to your day. MHK All Day's Maya Hodge has more.
Thanks, Alicia. Today I'm honored to have a local Kansas City band, Shorts Weather, here with us today. Thank you guys for joining us.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
So, first thing that came to mind when I looked at your band was your name, Shorts Weather. Where'd that name come from?
I wanted a dog, and I wanted to name it Carl Schwartzweather, but I haven't had a lease that'll let me have a dog, so we named the band after the dog.
Okay, nice. So any inspiration behind that, Shorts Weather? It's not a common name.
Who doesn't love Schwartzweather? Yeah, it's very marketable.
Very marketable. True it is. And so I recently heard your latest single, Fitz Dad. Can you tell me about the story behind that?
Yeah, it was just kind of something that a friend who used to play in the band and no longer does just kind of wrote in my apartment a couple years ago, and Josiah had the bright idea to bring it back when we had a very short set and needed to add to it. So.
All right, great. And so I know you guys, how long have you guys been together?
About a year.
Yeah.
A little over a year now. Yeah, a little over a year.
Nice. And so what are some of the best memories you've had since you guys been together?
Oh, man.
We went on tour last summer. The ones we can't remember.
We went on tour last summer, and that was a lot of fun. Got to record a record with our buddy Jorts down in Texas.
Nice, nice.
It's fun times.
Well, it doesn't sound too bad. Well, it looks like that's all the time that we have today. I want to go ahead and thank you for joining us today on MHK All Day and getting the news you need and the entertainment you want. Remember, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter and are always welcome to send in your selfies to be featured on the show. Please enjoy the great music from Shorts Weather and have a great day.
Life is better when you are young.